The anxiety thing, I think, is the reason I have only dated straight men. I really do, because as a woman, you get really scared by yourself, and so I felt safer with like a guy. And then I look back at the roster, and I realized nobody I've ever dated can fight. Not one. They can argue with customer service representatives, but nobody can physically do it. Like, they can dispute a charge, they can't defend my honor. Like, that's where we were at. And I was like, why do I feel safe with these guys? But they've all been tall, so I think I just figured, like, maybe someone will assume they can do something. I've been dating the protective equivalent of scarecrows for 10 years. From far away, you're like, that might be a problem. Then you get up close and you're like, this pussy's full of hay!
This girl made a whole video for Instagram, Facebook, all of them. She's like, hey guys, so as you probably heard, I just got married. And I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break from social media just to focus on my new wifely duties. Wifely duty. I'm like, you can't blow your husband and share cat videos? You have two hands, multitask. Like, get an apron.
I love my best friend's fiance. I think he's an amazing guy. If he died, would a little part of me be like, sleep over? Of course.
I did not grow up in a household that was very like mental health conscious. Like, we were very religious. I don't know if you've ever tried to tell your conservative dad that you have a mental health issue. It doesn't go great. When I was in high school, I was like, Dad, I think I'm depressed. And he was like, you just need some protein. Get a scoop of peanut butter. Yeah, there's a lot of dads out there just white-knuckling it through life right now. Clinging to a jar of chunky Jif like it's the answer. Just a buoy in the storm. It'll pass. The only mental health advice my dad ever gave me is I was having panic attacks in high school and I didn't know what they were. And I was very stressed out. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I feel like this. I don't know what to do. And he goes, all right. All I can tell you is that when you feel like this, get as far away from the people you care about as possible. Until you feel different. Which is advice you give a werewolf. Like, just run into the woods so you're not a monster anymore. Don't let them see you change. They won't accept you for what you truly are. If you have panic attacks, come to New York just to see how bad they can get. Oh my God. If you really want to see how bad it can get, come to New York for just like a month and just see how long it takes you to really hit rock bottom. You think you know rock bottom? You don't. Rock bottom is an acquaintance. All right? If you want to get fucked by rock bottom, this is the city for you. Is this a good commercial for New York City?
Honestly, I'm going to pull that quote for feeling like you want to move to New York. Well, we'll see.
We'll see about that. That should be the tagline for the city is like, New York City, you want to live here? We'll see about that.
That's how you know your best friends met the one, by the way, when you can no longer get them on the phone alone ever again. You call them late at night crying. Halfway through the call, they're like, by the way, you don't care that Todd's been here the whole time, right? And you're like, oh my God, no. I actually called to see if Todd thinks I have a yeast infection. So glad Todd is available. And don't get me wrong, I love my best friend's fiance. I think he's an amazing guy. If he died, would a little part of me be like, sleep over? Of course. Dating is what's shitty. The constant push and pull of hope and disappointment. Dating feels like being a stuffed animal in a claw machine. Like, oh my God, it's happening! No, it's not. Oh my God, here we go. Wow, can't believe I told people. That's embarrassing. And you're just moving me over to get to something else. I understand, I get that. And things change so quickly as you're getting older, too. I had a friend, I didn't talk to her for a couple weeks. I called her to catch up. She goes, you'll never guess. I think I met my soulmate on Bumble. Gone, just like that. They're getting married this spring. We were lying in the same pile of stuffed animals for years. I closed my eyes for 2 minutes, and when I opened them, she was outside the glass going, it'll happen for you, too!
Older guys are just better. They're just better. You never have to ask them to buy Pepto-Bismol. They just have it in the house. They pull it out after dinner like a nightcap. Like, you want some pink juice, baby girl? You're like, yes, they would. Cheers. Older guys don't call you things like cute or hot. They call you things like stunning, gorgeous, shit with syllables. Things that would take a 20-something guy a little while to sound out. And older guys aren't like cute or hot either. You know, they're handsome, distinguished, like old pictures of your grandpa you shouldn't look at too long. You ever find one of those in an old dusty box? You're like, who is that? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. They're not your family in those pictures yet. They're just the past. It is a gray area. I have very bad nightmares. Does anyone have nightmares in here? Yeah. Yeah. Do you have the same one or different all the time?
I would say the same one.
The same one? What is it?
That I'm stuck in high school, but I have both a bachelor's and master's degree.
You watch too much Twilight. That's what it is. Stuck in high school. Is that why you're wearing your college shirt? You're like, do you sleep in that? You're like, fuck you, brain. I'm in college for real. So you wake up and you're like, oh my God. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I have a meal plan. Everything's fine. Does anyone else have like a recurring nightmare? You do? What is it?
I'm always late to work.
You're always late to work? Okay. Are these what nightmares are in Indiana? I'm stuck in high school. I'm late for work, gosh darn it. I'm like, all my family's dead. That's my recurring one. I'm being attacked by a panther. No one has those. I have a hard time believing you wake up in a cold sweat. They're like, what is it, honey? You're like, we're started at 8 and it's 8:30. I have to get a glass of water.
What's the last biggest red flag you saw on Hinge? He brought his mom on the date? Okay, wait. Where was the date? Was it Color Me Mine? Because if it was Color Me Mine, you were asking for that. Where was the date? It was at the beach? He brought like his whole family. When you showed up, was his whole family there? Oh, he called in reinforcements once you got there. What do you think is worse? Someone, as soon as they see you on a date, just leaving, or calling their entire family and turning it into a barbecue? Which would hurt your feelings more? Was he hot? He was hot. You know what's funny though? Hot people always do the weirdest shit. Because nobody sat them down and been like, I know you're hot, but there are still rules. Was he like Christian? You didn't ask? Sounds like you fucked up. If someone brought their mom to a date, my first question would be like, how close are you to the Lord? Scale from 1 to 10. Was his name like Jedediah? Because then again, I feel like you should. Dude, I took my younger sister to see Book of Mormon recently. No. Have you tried to watch South Park with Gen Z? It's like watching a sex scene with your parents. You're like, oh my God, I forgot about this part. Shit. Oh God, I know I said it was fine. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to the bathroom till it's over. Gen Z, I love Gen Z, I really do. But like, man, they are. I feel like Gen Z is a kid who just got a label maker for Christmas. And they're just running around the house going, narcissist, narcissist, narcissist. I was on a first date with a guy. I realized we both had 3 younger siblings. I said, oh my God, let's text our sibling group chats right now. Ask them what our biggest flaw is. I'm so fun on a first date. I can't believe I'm alone. He texts his brothers, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And they write back, works too hard, cares too much. One of them wrote back dyslexic, which I thought was pretty funny. He couldn't read it, but I could. I text my siblings, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And my brother writes back immediately, probably that you expect everyone to hurt you, so you just leave before they can. I was like, dude, I'm on a date right now. He's like, oh, sorry,
it works too hard. I thought this was a secure line. I had a guy on OkCupid send me an emoji as an opening line. Not a cute one, not like a heart or a kissy face or even an eggplant, which is gross, but I get it. He sent me one of these. And I responded, because I was like, I gotta make sure this guy doesn't hurt anybody. So I wrote back and I said, does this work for you? Do people respond because they're confused? Are you negging me? What's happening here? And he goes, well, the way a woman responds to the emoji tells me a lot about her character. And I said, all right, Detective Douche Rocket. What does my response tell you about my character? And he goes, well, it tells me you're really transparent, honesty's super important to you, and you have trouble trusting people. That emoji works. Do you have any advice for these fucking amateurs in their first years of marriage? No pressure. You could save a life. Just say yes. That's a good husband right there. How about you, ma'am? I know, he just, like, I hate it when men do that. Don't you hate that? When they're like, just say yes. Nailed it. And then you have to say something real. Never go to bed mad. When the fuck do you sleep? Are you serious? Never go to bed mad. I wake up mad. I fall asleep mad every night. I fall asleep to the sound of my own rage like it's a white noise machine, just like, never go to bed mad. Okay, magnet from a gas station. Thanks so much for your help. The first time I had sex was on my wedding night. I was 24 and it was the heaviest day of my period. We were at the Marriott in Pasadena. White bedding, white lingerie, white bathroom towels, and me, red all over. I asked him if he wanted to wait until I was off my period, but he said, we already waited this long. I orgasmed once in the 5 years we were married. I am now divorced.
I want to sell that to A24 as a horror movie.
I know.
You could literally call it The Red Wedding. It's a period piece. It's good. Thank you.
Coming this fall, you're not. You guys don't seem like you fight ever. You do? Like a lot? Like how much do you fight, would you say? It's gone down over time? Show me the graph.
And then when it started tapering off.
Oh, you started like this, it went up and then started tapering off? Oh, like COVID should have done. I wasn't allowed to watch Arthur because they sang Believe in Yourself in the theme song. That's the craziest one I've ever heard. Even I was allowed to watch Arthur. That's crazy.
That pisses me off. I love Arthur.
And I wasn't allowed to watch anything. I couldn't watch Powerpuff Girls. I couldn't watch Cat Dog. I couldn't watch Rugrats.
You can watch Cat Dog?
Couldn't watch Cat Dog.
Why?
It's an abomination. You'd think they'd like Cat Dog because there's no genitals,
There's
but...
two less genitals than before
I know,
in Cat Dog.
and they fought. They were mean to each other.
Oh, not cooperative.
Anyone who was mean to each other, you couldn't watch that.
Every day I find out a new thing that Taylor wasn't allowed to do because I wasn't raised religious and it sounds so insane to me. Like we'll be walking around and she's like, yeah, no, we weren't allowed to go skiing growing up because the Bible teaches that the only reason to go up top a mountain is to kill your son. So.
It's not even that far off. I asked him on our first date, I was like, has anything terrible ever happened to you? And he thought about it for a minute. He's like, you know that face white guys make where they're like, oh, I guess it has been pretty good. Like the whole time, hot dog, thanks Jesus. Like they're just stoked. And after a minute, he goes, honestly, no. And I was like, oh my God, because now I have to be the terrible thing that happens to him. You were doing ventriloquism on a mission trip? So you weren't saving people, the dummy was saving people. And how many ventriloquists went on this mission trip? 5 or 6 ventriloquists. I mean, were you part of a church? Okay, or were you just like a group of ventriloquists? And one of you came in and you're like, hey, I have an angle for us to go on tour. You put on shows, or did you just walk around door to door? Say hello to my little friend. He has information about the afterlife. Okay, so you're not a Christian or a ventriloquist anymore. That seems to be for the best. Someone died on the trip? One of the ventriloquists? Yes? Were they older? Or was God like, fucking stop? You're embarrassing me. I'll be honest. If I were God, I'm not. If I were God and I saw a group of ventriloquists go out on my behalf, I'd be like, no, strike one down every day until they cut that shit out. That's not part of my brand, ventriloquism, okay? I did the bush thing one time. One time I talked through the bush. It wasn't some guy named Happy Fuck or whatever they're doing. I had one little run-in with ventriloquism, and then I went, this is dumb, and I stopped. So do you see me talking through bushes anymore? No, because I realized it was lame. Kill another one. I'm sorry. Were they friends of you? Okay. I talked to a guy who told me on Tinder, his opening line, no matter who it was, so, do you like sunrises or sunsets? That's me choking on his dick, because that's a great line. I mean, it's poetry. That's a haiku, I think. Check my math, but...
Tell me one Mormon secret.
Kneeling over an altar.
You're kneeling over an altar. In a secret handshake? Yeah. Do you think if we did the secret Mormon handshake, I would just burst into flame? All right, let me see. What is it? You're not gonna stab me, right? Okay. This is how it happens. Can you imagine you open the internet tomorrow and TMZ's comedian Taylor Tomlinson stabbed by an audience member while attempting to do the secret Mormon handshake. Her last words were, but I saw the Book of Mormon. Okay, what is it? Oh, I don't like that. Okay. So our pinkies are scissoring? Okay. Oh my God, I'm an introvert. I hate this. Oh, sorry. You went up my sleeve. Okay. Okay, I don't like it. All right, sorry. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get closer to God. All right. What if I became Mormon from that? What if I did it and they're like, we fucking got you, bitch. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay. With the middle? No. That's it?
That just looks uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, I don't feel any different, so I guess there is no God. No, I'm kidding.
Did anyone fuck their boss or anything? Yeah, over here? What was your job? You worked at a bank? This is what I'm talking about, groundwater. Fuck their boss at a bank, where the money is. Okay, did you leave that job because you fucked your boss? It wasn't allowed because you have both sides of the vault codes? Did you... I know the answer is probably no, but did you ever think about fucking in the vault? But you didn't? Oh. Everyone's so disappointed. That was so nice, and we were all just like, oh, fuck. That's how you know your best friends met the one, by the way, when you can no longer get them on the phone alone ever again. You call them late at night crying, halfway through the call, they're like, by the way, you don't care that Todd's been here the whole time, right? And you're like, oh my God, no, I actually called to see if Todd thinks I have a yeast infection. So glad Todd is available. And don't get me wrong, I love my best friend's fiance. I think he's an amazing guy. If he died, would a little part of me be like, sleepover? Of course.
I've been thinking a lot about what I want and need in a partner because I travel all the time. I have a weird job where I work at night. If I want to have a family, what I need is a stay-at-home dad. The problem is, I don't want someone who, like, plans to be a stay-at-home dad. You know those guys who are like, I'd love to be a stay-at-home dad. You just like sit on the floor, smoke weed, eat crumbs. That guy sucks. That guy watches your water break and asks you for a ride to the hospital. The only upside to marrying that dude is he'll never leave the baby in a hot car because he doesn't have one. I need a guy with goals and drive and ambition, and I need him to give all that up to support mine. I need to find a winner and destroy him. I want to say, this is my husband. He used to do this. And I can feel some people pulling back like, oh, Taylor, he's going to resent you. I know. I'm kind of into that. I'm super into it. Because I've dated dudes that don't make as much money as me, almost exclusively. What up? And one of them really hated it. It made him feel embarrassed and emasculated, and it was, oh, so hot. Oh my God, I'm like, come here, baby girl, we'll role play. You can be the breadwinner tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, you go right back to making pancakes in the morning. Don't get cocky just because daddy lent you some pants.
I was very nervous to tell friends of mine I was bipolar because I thought they would think of me differently. And then I told all my friends, and nobody did. And it was actually pretty insulting. Because I've had friends tell me they were bipolar, and I was like, what? You? You're kidding. And then I told my friends, and they were like, that checks out. That connects a lot of dots for us. I told Dustin, one of my best friends in the whole world, and he goes, yeah, your mental illness was kind of like your middle name. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that you had one. What's the last, worst opening line you've gotten on Tinder?
I'll cut your lawn for you.
I'll cut your lawn for you? Fuck, you're picky. That's a good one. If someone messaged me, I'll cut your lawn for you, I'd be like, okay, daddy, shit. Oh, is it like a sex? Does that mean something else? That just occurred to me right now. I honestly thought it was your lawn. I was like, that sounds really nice. I'm from Los Angeles. I was like, you have a yard? Sounds like he thinks you're doing pretty well if he thinks you have a yard with grass. A whole lawn? That's crazy. I just want a guy who will be like, I'll water your plants while you're out of town. Oh my God, I need to raise my standard. When you get there and you're like, is everything okay? Oh, was that a vacuum? That's so funny. That's hilarious. I was like, I've never been heckled by a vacuum. As a single childless woman, I don't appreciate it. In 10 minutes, I'm like, what is that noise? Is that someone washing dishes and baking pie? Anybody else have a red flag? Taxidermy ducks on their walls? This is a red flag. Thank you very much. Understood the assignment. Wow. How many times did you go out with them after you saw the ducks? Be honest.
You still are. You're still dating the duck. Wow. You know what? There's someone for everyone. That's what I've learned. How many ducks are there? There's 6. Did they kill them themselves? They killed the ducks themselves. So you're dating a duck serial killer who keeps their trophies. Where are they right now? Do you even know? We know where the ducks are. Your person. Where's your person? Arizona. That's where they go. Every time someone's like, I'm in Arizona, I'm like, for how long? Because if it's longer than 4 days and it's not Sedona, you're burying something. It was so nice to meet you before you get murdered.
I learned what sex was from the American Girl period book. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Books are important.
I didn't know that they had that. Did the period book for the American Girl doll, did it change based on what, for lack of a better term, period your doll was from?
No, this is just
because
a
like
straight
a modern age period book would be way like this is a very specific idea. But if you had like a 1800s one, they're like, you're like, oh well, once you have to hide in the basement this month for a week. You can't exist in society. Because it was really varied.
It was by American Girl, but it wasn't. Their dolls weren't involved.
Oh, the doll. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
It wasn't like the back. It wasn't like the back of the.
No. Yeah, that makes.
It's a separate publication.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be so funny though.
This week.
If they were like, well, if you're Samantha.
Yeah.
It's the Great Depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tampons are scarce.
Yeah. This week, Kirsten became a woman.
Oh my God. Oh fuck, that was funny. I got back into therapy. Anybody in therapy? Mostly women, that's the problem. It's very hard to stay in therapy. My old therapist told me that when I get close to people, I have a tendency to self-sabotage, and I thought that was bullshit, so I ghosted her. And then I finally went back because I finally dated enough people who all gave me the exact same feedback about my shitty personality. You know that romantic quota you hit where you're like, uh-oh, might be me. Oh, the reviews are in and they are unanimous. That's a bummer. So after a really bad breakup a few years ago, I finally took a long, hard look at myself and said, okay, Taylor, 5 out of 5 dudes all think that in fights, you behave like a raccoon trapped in a trash bag. So maybe it's time to get some Klonopin or a rabies shot. You save someone's life together? Oh. What was your job? You were a nurse, and what was your job? A paramedic? He was scared of you? You okay? Blink if you need help, sir. You married now? Yeah, how do you not marry the person you saved someone's life with? I mean, did you guys even have to ask each other out, or were you just kind of like, you still had to ask him out? What the fuck's wrong with you? Pick up on the clues. The second we fucking defibrillated that bitch back to life, I'd be like, so we're married now. I think saving a life together is the equivalent of living together for 7 years. That's a common law marriage, as far as I'm concerned. What was the person dying of? He was bleeding out into his stomach. You're so cute. You're saying everything with the biggest smile on your face. He was bleeding out into his stomach. He was scared of me. I don't know why. You asked a guy out while he was covered in blood, right? Yep. How much game do you have? I hope you waited a couple minutes though, right? You probably waited till you showered or something. Did you wait a day? The next day. Okay, great. Yeah. You can't You said what? He said, how'd that guy do? And you said he lived. I'll tell you all about it over a drink.
obsessed with you. You're my hero. Like, I've realized in the last year I still have a lot to work on. I've realized I'm very petty in relationships. I realize that because I don't wear perfume when I'm single. Don't even think about it. I wear perfume when I'm in a relationship, though, because I know that if we break up and you smell that smell later, you'll get sad. And that makes me happy. I don't wear perfume to smell good. I wear it to haunt you later. You guys tried to buy greeting cards for your family as adults? Can't do that anymore. Too much has happened. And Hallmark can't cover it. When you're a kid, you run into CVS on Father's Day like, you're the best dad in the whole world. I'm done. As an adult, you walk down that aisle just like, you've always been there for me. Nope. Thank you for accepting me exactly as I... Okay, try again. I couldn't have asked for a better... You know what? Screw this. Excuse me, do you guys have any that just say, you are my dad? How about you screwed my mom? You got any of those? I'll get a blank one. It's fine. All right. You are a father. This is a day. Here is a card. Nailed it.
What's the last biggest red flag you saw on Hinge? He brought his mom on the date? Okay, wait. Where was the date? Was it Color Me Mine? Because if it was Color Me Mine, you were asking for that. Where was the date? It was at the beach? He brought like his whole family. When you showed up, was his whole family there? Oh, he called in reinforcements once you got there. What do you think is worse? Someone, as soon as they see you on the date, just leaving, or calling their entire family and turning it into a barbecue? Which would hurt your feelings more? Was he hot? He was hot. You know what's funny though? Hot people always do the weirdest shit. Because nobody sat them down and been like, I know you're hot, but there are still rules.
You guys tried to buy greeting cards for your family as adults? Can't do that anymore. Too much has happened. And Hallmark can't cover it. When you're a kid, you run into CVS on Father's Day like, you're the best dad in the whole world. I'm done. As an adult, you walk down that aisle just like, you've always been there for me. Nope. Thank you for accepting me exactly as I... Okay, try again. I couldn't have asked for a better... You know what? Screw this. Excuse me, do you guys have any that just say, you are my dad? How about you screwed my mom? You got any of those? I'll get a blank one. It's fine. All right. You are a father. This is a day. Here is a card. Nailed it. Anyone made plans for what they want to happen to their remains? What's right here? A marionette? Wait. What? Are you just trying to be funny or is this serious? It's serious? Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure my security was here. They are. They're really close. Like, you want your ashes turned into a marionette? Like your body? No, clearly that's insane. Do we have anything else? I'm sorry. You're trying to be funny for sure. Because that's that's a fucking episode of American Horror Story. That's something you pitch to Ryan Murphy, not tell your loved ones to do when you're dead. That would be insane. Imagine if, like, your dad died, and you were reading his will, and he's like, you get my money, you get my car. By the way, you're gonna need some string. I want to keep being fun at parties. Do what you gotta do. Hire someone. I want a real puppeteer. Don't just fucking get your uncle to do it. I want a professional dancing me around. It's about halfway down. Everybody's like, she's an angel. She's beautiful. She looked okay. And you ever go to a wedding like, huh, that's your best. Interesting. So... don't be scared. Let it resonate with you.
And I'm trying to be a better partner too. I haven't always been a great partner. I dated one guy on again, off again for 4 years. I would dump him, get back together, dump him, get back together. I was the girl you couldn't bring home for holidays because what are you gonna say at that point? Just like, Mom, Dad, this is my lesson that I can't seem to learn. Don't get attached. He and I broke up because he cheated on me. In my head, and I could not. Sorry, if you love me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation.
So anyway, I've been trying to figure out if I'm bisexual or if I just binged Euphoria too fast. Because I've been trying to date women, but it is so hard. I don't know how to get women to like me. I know how to get men to like me. That's easy. You just trick them. You just wait until they kind of like you, and then you're like, you don't like me. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you're like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you're like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you just do that until they get you pregnant, I think. You just have to turn it into a fun challenge for them. Like, bet you can't spend the rest of your life with me. And they're like, fucking watch me, you bitch. It's like when you ask a kid to take out the trash, and they're like, no. And you're like, I'll time ya. And he's like, and you're like, see, you didn't even think you wanted to do that. He's like, who cares? I'm the fastest boy alive. Hitting on women is so much harder. It feels so much more delicate. Like, hitting on a woman feels like trying to skip a stone on a lake. Hitting on a man feels like throwing a brick through a window. I'm like, I don't even really care. I just want to see what happens. I'm not going to live here, right? I might be sexist. I'm hearing it now as I'm talking. I think I'm sexist because when a man rejects me, I'm like, this idiot. But when a woman rejects me, I'm like, she probably knows what she's talking about. New relationships are awkward because you got to tell a whole new person what you like in bed. And the only reason you know what you like in bed is because someone else did it to you first. But you can't say it like that, right? You got to do that cute little tap dance of like, oh, babe, you know what would be so fun? This never even occurred to me before. You know what your body is inspiring me to do right now? But in your head, you're just like, do it like Craig. Could you just do it how Craig did it every time? Craig didn't do shit right. He did that right, let me tell you. Can we just call him? Can we just call him and ask? It's not a big deal. We're all adults here. Remember when we reset the Wi-Fi router last month? It's just like that, babe. He's just a voice on the phone with the password. That's all he is to me now. No, I did block his number when you asked me to. Of course I did. But when you block a number, your phone kind of just saves it in a different folder. Ooh, some of us are going to fight in the car. Not everybody knew that. I'm an amazing girlfriend if nothing goes wrong. If one thing goes wrong, it's a nightmare. Like, I'm like those spikes you drive over when you're returning a rental car. As long as we keep moving forward, everything's great. Have a nice day, bud. But if you back up even a little, I will slash all your tires. And you're like, that seemed excessive. And I'm like, what? He and I broke up because he cheated on me. In my head. And I could not. Sorry, if you love me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation. But I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was trying to have like a fun, sexy fling, which doesn't usually go great for me because I have this round, wholesome face that people think they should build a life with. Every time I'm like, we could bone or whatever, you guys are like, no, I'm all right. But you could meet my mom. Do you want to do that? You seem like you'd be better at meeting my mom than having sex, and they are not wrong, all right? I will meet your mom all night long. Moms like me so much for no reason. I was dating a guy years ago. We were totally on the rocks having problems. And I went to lunch with his mom hoping to get some advice. And halfway through lunch, she puts her hand on my hand and goes, you know, Taylor, my son's a lot like his father. And if I could go back in time, I don't know that I'd marry his father again. And I was like, are you saving my life in this Panera Bread right now? It was like a movie when an older character sacrifices themselves for the good of the journey. Like, she Gandalf'd me. She's like, fly, you fool! She was a bad mom and a bad wife, but such a good friend. Oh my God. Hoes before sons, am I right? I think about her every day. I didn't realize how easy my boyfriend's life has been until recently when I found out he's never had sex in a car before. Yeah, now we're back on Team Taylor. I'm like, never? He's like, no, but I'm down. I'm like, we're not brainstorming. Like, we have a home. Like, do you want to have sex in a car? He's like, I mean, sure, that sounds kind of hot. And I was like, oh, hop in, Speed Racer. Let's kill a dream. Because anybody who's had car sex knows what I know, that car sex is for children or criminals. It is for people outside the law with nowhere to go. If you've never had sex in a car before, that means you've always had a place to bone. That is the epitome of privilege, and I don't care to know you. If your ribs have never been bruised by a center console, we have nothing to say to each other. I have to be honest, my career is going very well right now. This is the last night of the biggest tour I've ever done. I am filming my third Netflix special tonight, and recently someone was using my name and photos on a dating app. It was me, I was doing it. Nobody wants anybody to have it all. It's why they keep putting out Marilyn Monroe documentaries where they're like, she's actually pretty sad, and we're like, yeah, she fucking was. If someone has their soulmate, you don't want them to have their dream job too. If someone has their dream job, they don't get to be in love on top of that. If someone has their dream job and their soulmate, bare minimum their parents better be divorced. I'd prefer they were an orphan. I was very nervous to tell friends of mine I was bipolar because I thought they would think of me differently. And then I told all my friends, and nobody did. And it was actually pretty insulting. Because I've had friends tell me they were bipolar, and I was like, what? You? You're kidding. And then I told my friends, and they were like, that checks out. That connects a lot of dots for us. I told Dustin, one of my best friends in the whole world, and he goes, yeah, your mental illness was kind of like your middle name. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that you had one. And sometimes I think I'm ready. I see the posts. I feel the emptiness. Like, I want to be married, but then I eat bread, and I feel so much better. Just needed some carbs, almost ruined my life. Like, that was a close one. You think you need to get married, just slam a sleeve of Ritz crackers first. Make sure that's not what you need. If that doesn't work, lie under some warm laundry for an hour. It feels like being loved unconditionally. Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it. You can't even see it. This is a great coming out story. I told my very homophobic hillbilly father I was queer, and he freaked and said some truly heinous shit. The day after, he took me on a drive deeper into the mountains than I've ever been. We stopped at a little farm, and I was convinced he was taking me to a conversion camp. Instead, he got me a goat as an apology.
That's wild.
Don't you wish your hateful dad would buy you a goat? Like, you're my kid, and now this is your kid.
Unless he was like, I'd rather you fuck this goat than be gay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that was so gross.
No, I loved it.
Are you guys ready for your headliner this evening? Yeah, you guys know her from The Tonight Show and Conan in her Netflix special Quarter Life Crisis. Everybody make it loud for my friend Taylor Tomlinson!
You guys seem really happy.
It's like, what? You're holding hands. Like, it's... Oh my God. That's how you know someone's really happy too. When you go, what's the secret to a happy marriage? And they just go, just laugh a lot. And you're like, help me! I know you know! A lot of sex? Now you're bragging. Get specific. What kind of sex? You're so happy, I'm like, how do you give a blowjob? Like, that's how happy they are. What do you think the biggest thing that you guys have fought about over the course of your relationship is? Like a topic.
My health and my doctors, because I've been very, very sick and he's fought for me.
That's not a fight. Fuck you, man. I said, what's been the biggest issue that you fought about? And you said, he's fought all my doctors. He has been my biggest advocate through sickness and in health. And I'm like, no, bitch. Why are you mad at each other? Are you guys even together, or were you just sitting here to fuck with me? A lot of self-help books say that when you are dating people, you're trying to heal things from your childhood, which makes a lot of sense to me, because it is much easier to get your boyfriend to unfollow an Instagram model than it is to get your dad to apologize, as it turns out. Oh, that just hit home for some people. Woo! I was like, is this a joke or just true? And my boyfriend wasn't looking for a relationship either when we met. Straight dudes usually aren't, Women are surprised when they find a guy who can make them come, and straight dudes are surprised when they find a girl who can make them feel genuine feelings in their heart. Like, women are like, he got me off 3 times, and guys are like, I just fucking like her, dude. Like... Like, we talked all day, I didn't want to hit her, it was nuts! She's just like my friend? I don't know. I want to lick her heart, I think. Straight dudes are so proud of themselves for falling in love. It's really cute. They're like, I love you. Hell yeah, buddy, I knew you could get there. Women fall in love, we're like, I love you. Fucking again, you dumb bitch. You were supposed to love you first. You keep skipping that part. It is eat, pray, then love. Oh, God, it's okay. We'll try again in a year and a half. Older guys don't call you things like cute or hot. They call you things like stunning, gorgeous, shit with syllables. Things that would take a 20-something guy a little while to sound out. And older guys aren't cute or hot either. They're handsome, distinguished, like old pictures of your grandpa you shouldn't look at too long. You ever find one of those in an old dusty box? You're like, who is that? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. They're not your family in those pictures yet. They're just the past. It is a gray area. Oh, I'll get weirder. You ever see a picture of your parents when they were young and hot and you get weirdly mad because they would have never dated you? I saw a picture of my dad in college football once. I didn't talk to him for 3 weeks. I'm like, you would have left me at a drive-in, you Danny Zuko piece of shit. He's like, what? I'm like, I can't hug you for a year, and I don't want to talk about it.
Here's my self-checkout segment for this week. If you live in a big city and you drive a lot or you walk a lot or whatever, if you are sad and you want to feel like you're the main character, I recommend listening to the Parent Trap soundtrack. The Parent Trap soundtrack, 1998, is so good. If you're sitting there going, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, a soundtrack, Taylor? Yes. Because me and my friend Irene too, very funny comedian, we rewatched The Parent Trap, and it was so good. It's so good. It really holds up. Yeah. And if you get a warm drink and you walk around listening to The Parent Trap 1998 soundtrack on a loop, I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. It's certainly not going to make anything worse. And I'm not a music person who's like, this album will change your life. I'm suggesting a soundtrack that came out when I was 5. I'm pretty sure you just changed my life.
I haven't tried
If this does nothing for anyone but you, that will be enough for me.
God, how fun is Zoom therapy? Watching your trauma buffer. It's a great time. So triggering, Zoom therapy. Every week I was like, it's hard, my dad doesn't listen. She's like, I can't hear you. You froze. If you're still talking, I'm not getting any of it. Kind of like your dad. I hung out with some girls my own age last week, one of whom told me she's writing a memoir at 23. Yeah, I'm like, maybe start with a pamphlet. I don't know. Yeah, if you're writing a memoir in your 20s, you had better have been murdered. Like, unless you are murdered or you're that chick who got her arm bitten off by the shark and kept surfing, no memoir. You have to earn your autobiography.
Dad's a bong.
Your dad's a what?
A bong.
A bong? Oh, your dad's ashes are in a bong?
No, they are made into a bong.
They were made into a bong?
Yeah.
God, we are in Portland, aren't we? If you had put me in this room right now, and we're like, we won't tell you. If you had put a sack over my head, put me in a big suitcase, driven me around for 3 days, put me on this stage, and been like, guess where you are? And I had heard they turned my dad's ashes into a bong, I'd be like, Portland, Oregon. Was your dad a big weed guy?
He was a stoner my whole life, and I never got high with him because I didn't do drugs until I was 29. I died when I was 23. I never got to smoke with my dad, so I turned him into a bong. So I could smoke with my dad.
Again, if you don't like this story, you've had it too good. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. That's a fucking...
I will say, though, the best time to date is immediately after a very painful breakup, because your standards are so low. Oh, after I broke off my engagement, I was like, wow, all I want to do is make out with someone who hasn't seen me crying in the tub. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fresh one who didn't know I was crazy to come in like, you're not like other girls. I'm like, not yet. Oh, you're sitting across from him at dinner while he talks about his ex. You're like, whoa, she sounds nuts. But in your head, you're like, we would be friends. I just don't want to be somebody who has kids before I'm ready to have them. I have a friend who told me in the next year, she either wants to get a dog or have a baby. I'm like, if you think those are the same thing, you are not ready for either one. A dog or a baby? That's like saying, yeah, I'm either gonna get a skateboard or my pilot's license. It's whatever I have time for. It is insane to me how easy it is to have and keep a baby. Like, if you get your appendix removed, they won't let you take it home. But if you have a baby, they're just like, here, you drop this. And you know there are days at the hospital, nurses look at each other like, are we gonna let this happen? They both have neck tattoos. One says fuck, one says babies. Either way they stand, it's bad news. Really? This is fine. This is fine with you. What were you gonna name her? Big Red after your truck. Yeah, we gotta do something. If you want to adopt a kid, you have to jump through so many hoops, but if you just have one, they're like, that's yours forever. No questions asked? That's insane. There's no exit interview on the way out of the hospital to make sure you're okay. Just like, hey, before we hand you a baby forever, can you put this metal bowl in the microwave for me? Some of us not clapping, I encourage you to go home and try that. Nobody tell them.